All right, we're going to practice making your numbers 0 through 9. So let's get started. The 0 starts with the letter C, except it's a tall C. So curve up and curve around and close. All right, one more time. Curve up, around, and close. Good. Two more times on your own and close. And C, O, and close. Good job. Now, put your paper underneath your screen. The lines are a little smaller now, so we'll have to practice very carefully. Ready? Start up. Now the letters are tall, so remember to start just before the top line, curve up, and around, and close. And trace with your finger. Hey, you're only doing that once. Then you're going to slide your screen out, and on your desk, you're going to practice 5, just 5 today, okay? 5 really good zeros. 1, start just below the line. 2, 3, 4, 5. So take a look, which one's your best? Circle it and give it a little smiley. Now, check. Did you go above the top line? Did you go below the bottom line? Are you touching the top and touching the bottom? If not, practice another 4 more in the space that you have. If yours look like this, because they're not touching the top or not touching the bottom, you have to practice another 4 times. Top to bottom, touching, top to bottom, touching, top to bottom. Actually, I ran out of space after 3, so as soon as you run out of space, then you can stop. All right, but if you did the first 5 you did correct, you're all done. All right, let's go back to 2s. So get your plate. Ready? A 2 starts out like a backward C and across. Notice how it's kind of this little diagonal piece here. Little shape. Diagonal and cross. Okay, let's try it a little slower. I think I may have been going a little fast for you. Come up and curve backwards. Then when you get about here, I'm going to just pull it in a straight line. Then come back. It's almost like the part of the Z. Okay, one more time. Straight line and curve. Okay, let's give it a shot on your paper. Oops, I skipped the number 1, didn't I? We'll come back and do that one next. All right, come up, and diagonal, and over. Good. Now with your pencil, start just below, up, touch, pull back, diagonal, right on the line, pull it across. Okay, let's try that again. Start below the line and come up and touch. Right after you curve, look at my screen here, right after you curve, and I'm going to pull it straight down and then over. Now, if you're confused about how to make this diagonal line, I'm trying to make it touch about where this line drips down. So I don't want to do this and come way out here. That looks weird. All right, so come over, across, and down. Keep practicing your 2s. After you get 5 good 2s, circle the one you like the best, pause the video, and come back when you're done. Okay, since we skipped the 2s, we'll go to the 1. 1s just come straight down, give it a shape, straight down, give it a shape, straight down, piece of cake. paper. Come straight down. Feel it with your finger. You're going to do 5 of your best number ones. But, yeah, 5 of your best number ones, making sure that you're starting on the top, stopping on the bottom. After 5, look at them. If they look like this, and they're not touching the top or not touching the bottom, you need to do 5 more really good ones, touching the top, stopping on the bottom. Circle your best one and give it a smiley. Pause the video as you need more time. We're going to go to 3s, but you will need to pause the video in between each number. To make the number 3, we're going to start out like we're making a 2. Except I'm not going to do as much of a diagonal. I'm going to finish a backwards C. And then I'll make another one. Ready? So I'm going to go around and around. Curve it at the bottom. If your 3s look like this, that's not a 3. You don't have the curves on the top and the bottom. Okay, so come up and curve. And give a curve at the bottom. One more. Curve, curve. Make sure your 3s face this way. That's the correct way. If you do it like this, excuse me, if you do it like this, that's backwards. Okay, so they should face that way. All right, on to practicing your 3s. For your 3, just below the line, come up, come around, come down, come around, right, and touch. Okay, when you're finished, make your 3s. Start at the line, up, touch, come down, but don't stop. Keep on going. Curve it at the bottom. You want a really nice curve at the bottom. It should come up off the line. Okay, give me 5 really good 3s, and then you can move on to your 4s. If your 3s look like this and you're stopping right there, you need to give me another 4 more on the line, making sure that it curves up. If your 3s are floating in the middle and they're not touching the top or the bottom, you'll have to do another 4 as well. Let's take a look at the number 4. For the number 4, you make an L, capital L, and a stick. Leave a little line on the end. Ready? L and stick. Good. One more. L and stick. Good job. Come over to your crayon. And give me an L and a stick. Right? Trace with your finger. And then with your pencil, make sure that you start on the top line. Come down to the bottom, or excuse me, come to the middle line. Go over, then come back up and touch, and pull all the way down. Okay, that looks good. Ready? One more time. Down, over, stick. Down to the middle, over, stick. Make sure that you start by making that capital L, even though it's not the right size for capital L, it's the right formation. Make sure it points the right way. If you do that, you'll always have your 4s facing the right way. Okay, circle your best one. If they're good, move on. If you need to practice another 4, pause the video and do that. Okay, 5s. 5. I'll give you 2 ways to do it. One way is just to come down and around, and then put on your cap. Do that again. Down, around, put on your cap. One more time. Down, around, put on your cap. Very good. Now, it's okay if you put your cap on first, then come down and go around. That's fine too. Ready? Cap, down, and around. One last. Cap, down, around. Make sure that the bottom part of the C is open on this side. That way you know you did it the right way. Look at mine, look at yours, make sure they face the right way. If not, practice it a few more times. Okay, and then over on the screen. Go over, down, and around. And trace. Okay, and hold on the line. Okay. Top comes over, down to that middle. I do go just a little bit below, and then I come back up and I make a backward C, giving it a nice curve at the end. Okay. Over, down, just below the dotted line. Come back around and curve it at the end. Nice. Okay, you want to do 5 of these, and then look for your best one and circle it, and that will be it for today. We're going to save 6 through 9 for a different day, maybe next week.